On August 16th, we'll be having our first in-person church service in months. Our regathering process has been quite difficult with lots of work to be done. It's been much like a construction project. Delays, changes, updates, but it's all been worth it. The struggle for putting this together is not comparable to the struggle that some people have been feeling as we've not been able to gather. As we regather, I wanted to take you on a bit of a journey. I wanted to share some of what you would experience as you come to church when you do on August 16th or in the weeks to come. Much of this has already been shared in an email. If you're not receiving our email updates, perhaps you're not a part of our mailing list, or perhaps our emails are going into your junk mail. Make sure that our email address, lakeshorechurchnb@gmail.com, is one of your contacts, and also check to make sure that we're not in your junk mail. Another good idea would be to contact the church and give us your email address. We'll check to see if you are on our mailing list. As I'm about to begin, I wanted to give you a little bit of some ideas of what to expect. Please remember that you will need to register each week for the church service. We want to make sure that there's enough seats in each service for the people who want to come. Each week, those people who don't have internet access will receive a phone call from the church staff. We'll be calling to see whether you plan on attending the church service and what service you plan on attending. For everybody else, we'll be sending out emails and making Facebook posts with the opportunity to either register through an online registration process or with our phone number so that you can call the office and register. Our kids' church program will be held during the 9 a.m. service each week. Children 5 and under will need to be accompanied by a guardian or a parent. There will be a sign-in process that will take place for the children as they arrive, and they will be escorted downstairs for the church program. Our kids' church program registration will be happening each week, Sunday and Monday, prior to the Sunday you are planning to attend. You'll receive a phone call or an email from Pamela, our children's director, who will reach out to you to see whether you're planning on attending. Otherwise, you can email her at lakeshorекidschurch@gmail.com. That's Lakeshore KIDZ church@gmail.com. Registration for them again is on Sunday and Monday. Also keep in mind that this program is for children 11 and under, and parents are welcome to attend with their infants if they so desire. For anybody who has children that are registering in that program, we invite you to at the same time register for the 9 a.m. service if you're planning on being upstairs. Registration for those without children will be taking place on Wednesday and Thursday each week. This gives priority to the 9 a.m. service for those with children attending the kids' church program. Again, you'll receive either a phone call or an email, or you'll be able to see the post on Facebook. Keep in mind that church will feel very different during this time. While we're in the building, we will be required to wear a mask unless under the age of 5 or those with a medical exemption. Our greeting times will also have to maintain social distancing. Greet each other with smiling eyes and happy hellos. We're not able to hug or shake hands at this time, and so keep that in mind, even though it will seem so uncomfortable for many of us to do that. Also, we're not allowed to sing during the church services, as the health unit has notified us that they're afraid that our masks will fail as a result of doing that and will not protect those around us. And so what I encourage you to do is to clap or raise your hands as you feel is appropriate, or another option is for you to speak the words of the songs as worship to the Lord. When you arrive, you'll be screened by one of the ushers to see whether you have any COVID-19 symptoms. Essentially, you'll be asked if you have any of the symptoms, if you've been out of the country, or if you've been around anybody who's been out of the country with COVID-19 symptoms, or if you've been in contact with anybody who is a probable case of COVID-19. So keep that in mind when you're registering, as well as when you're coming to the church each Sunday morning. After being screened, an usher will escort you into the sanctuary to take you to your assigned seat. Please understand that assigned seating is necessary so that we can maximize the number of people able to attend each service. Jesus, speaking of the sheep and the goats, shares his value for those who are unwell or weak. When we follow these guidelines with a glad heart, it is for the sake of the vulnerable. Jesus values it and counts it as an act of worship aimed right at him. I would encourage you to keep our government in prayer. Even in the short planning process that we've had as a church, to have to deal with some of the COVID-19 issues, it has been a real struggle for us. I can only imagine how difficult it has been for our government as they've had to deal with this in a much more escalated fashion. Please be praying for them and pray for us as we regather. One last item, wanted to let you know that our service will be live streamed each Sunday morning. And so if you can't attend in person and you do have internet access, we will be posting a link in our Facebook account, as well as sending out an email to let you know how to access our live stream each week. Anyways, at this time, God bless. Hope to see you. If you're not able to come, please give us a call at the church. We'd love to chat with you, pray with you, and encourage your hearts. God bless you.